Hey, here's Captain Lance Valentine. Welcome back to Teachin Fishin. It is March and Mother Nature has kind of been nice to us right now. A lot of open water going on. A lot of guys getting out fishing. Water still really cold. So success is kind of mixed, some good, some bad, but we need to just slow down a little bit and get ready for the best fishing coming up here in late March, April, and through the year. So last month in February, we covered migration routes of walleyes into the Detroit River. That's what we're going to focus on again in March. But in February, we talked about migration routes into the Detroit River, the three ways that the fish come into the Detroit River, why they come in those three ways, what different timing there is for each of those three ways in. And then we talked about how fish move throughout the river, how they go up, how they go down, and kind of how they navigate where they want to be in the river. Now, this month in March, we're going to talk about some more detailed stuff. We're going to talk about some of my favorite spawning areas where some of these big fish go to actually lay eggs, and where if you concentrate at the right time of the year and right time of day and the right conditions, you got a chance to catch that 12, 13, 14, 15 pound fish that you've always dreamed about. Where are these really key spawning areas? Then we're going to talk about post-spawn and how the fish move to different areas than they use in pre-spawn and spawn. Now post-spawn, these fish are hungry. There's lots of bait in the Detroit River, but these fish still move in pretty easy to find and pretty easy to pattern areas. They're still using the same types of highways, but with a few changes. And we're going to do a little bonus this month. We're going to talk about how presentation sometimes needs to change as we get into early May, definitely in the middle of May, and absolutely into late May. How vertical jigging isn't always the best way to catch these fish. We're going to talk about that also. Then we're going to talk about post-spawn dispersal. How do these fish leave the Detroit River? Do they go back to the same highways they came in and go back to Lake Erie? Do they stay in the Detroit River all summer long? Or do they disperse up through the north, through Lake St. Clair, through the St. Clair River, and sometimes, believe it or not, we've got some tracking studies to show you, all the way up to Saginaw Bay, and sometimes almost to the Straits of Mackinac. So, March, we're going to focus on movement at spawning, post-spawn, how presentations change after spawn, and the post-spawn dispersal of fish out of the Detroit River. All stuff you're going to want to know to catch more fish this year when you fish my favorite place, the Detroit River. So, sign up for the Teachin Fishin Anglers Club. If you're not already a member, you can go right here to this link. Sign up for the Teachin Fishin Anglers Club. We've got 2 great seminars and a live Q&A coming up this month to cover all those great topics to help you catch the fish of a lifetime this year on the Detroit River. Thanks for joining us. I'm Captain Lance Valentine, and we'll see you again next time here on Teachin Fishin.